Hello everyone and welcome to Cooking Live. I'm Chef Patrice and I'm going to make you a better cook. Today we are going to the French Polynesian island. Yes, the two dishes that I want to do today is a little souvenir I've got from my trip. I just came back from Tahiti, which I had a good time. I was working, of course, yes. I had to do some cooking demonstration and some dinner. It was great. I had a good time. I met some good people. And I want to say hi to Mata, Kristen, Corey, Terema, Oscar, and many more, actually. They didn't fit in that picture, but I met some great friends, and I came back with some good souvenir and some recipe idea. The first dish that I want to present to you today is a little dessert that they make. It's called Pull-Apart. We're going to put some pineapple today and put some glaze on top. It's going to be delicious. I'm going to make it a little bit my way. But the main dish that I want to cover today is the chicken Fafa, which is very famous in Tahiti. A simple dish is made with the chicken breast. We're going to be using the finished touch with a little bit of coconut milk. It's just delicious, very simple to put together. I'm sure you're going to love it. We're going to be serving it with some rice and also some taro root fry. I think I've got everything except the buttermilk, which I'm going to incorporate that. There you go, right there. The first thing we're going to do is go ahead and turn the machine on for a few seconds. Just look at it. I look at inside and see if you see big chunks of butter. I can see here and here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the machine on a little bit more. There we go. That's about right. That's it right there. Okay, very good. Now we're going to take the buttermilk and we are going to pour the entire amount of buttermilk right here, which is a 3/4 of a cup. And then turn on the machine again very briefly. All right, that's it. We're going to finish this by hand. We don't want to overwork the dough, of course. All right, so 450 degrees it goes in the oven. Be careful, close the oven quickly. Don't lose any temperature. Very important to have that crust. Let's check on the oven in about 10 minutes from now, okay? So in the meantime, what we're going to be doing is we're going to start working on the top, which is very simple also. It's cream cheese mixed up with the pineapple juice. Since I'm using pineapple today, I kept the juice here. I have probably way much more than I need, but that'll be good. So let's go ahead and grab the what we need here. In fact, we have probably a list on the screen here for the ingredients. Cream cheese, a little bit of pepper, there we go, and some salt. We're going to sear the chicken with olive oil just to make sure we don't have the smoke alarm. There we go. It's going to create a bit of smoke. And then go ahead also and put a little bit of olive oil in the other pot. Okay, very good. We want to make sure the pot's getting nice and hot. I'm going to take my half onion and I'm going to chop it up in small dice. Okay, so we've done that together before. I say small dice because nothing is going to be passed to a chinois. So if you put big pieces of onions, you're going to end up with big pieces of onions. So there you go, like that. I'm going to bring the onions first with the garlic in the pan. You notice it, I removed the pan from the stove. It was getting a little bit too hot. I want to make sure I'm in full control. So I can always put it back and turn the heat down, actually way down. All right, very good. We don't want any color, but we wanted a nice saute. Okay, now on the other pan, on the cast iron is also getting really hot. That's good. We're going to take the chicken and sear it. Be careful, you got pieces of chicken, you have oil, it's hot. If you drop one piece as you try to put it in, you're going to get burned. So be very careful with that. Put it nicely like that. Don't touch it. That should cover the entire pan. All right. Now you start smelling good in this kitchen. My chicken, I'm going to turn it down a little bit to keep a low simmer. The onions are shredding slowly, but they don't get any coloration. That's perfect. We're going to return to the oven and remove the cake. It should be ready. It's been more than, oh yeah. Let me see that. Beautiful. I can see around the, I'm going to leave the oven at 350 degrees. We're going to cook the rice. You can see a nice little crust. We're going to let it cool off for a second here before we unmold it. The rice is in the oven cooking. We still have at least 10 more minutes, I think, on the rice. The chicken is practically done. We are just adjusting the sauce right now with some cornstarch. It looks like I can use a little more cornstarch. Where is my slurry? Right there. So I think I had the right amount to start with. There we go. There we go. Perfect right there. Now I have a little more consistency. That's good. Ooh, this is hot. And you can see the spinach and even the peas is still nice and bright green. All right, that's good. I'm gonna turn this off. And you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put a lid on top of that just to make sure then I keep it hot. And this dish is practically finished now. Look, I'm gonna put it in the back and I'm gonna keep it like that until I'm ready to serve it. Excellent, I'm very happy with the flavor. I'm gonna clean up a little bit around here. I'm looking at the rice in here and I don't see any more liquid. I'm gonna grab a little spoon. This way I can look inside. I didn't keep the timing on it. Anybody kept the timing on this, on the rice? Well, actually, you know, I'm gonna look at it and 20 minutes already? Oh yeah, you know what? It looks like it's almost ready. It has a little bit of liquid on the bottom, but not much, you know. I feel comfortable to. Let's go ahead and test it. I think it's the best way to know if it's cooked. There we go. Be careful, the pan is really hot. It looks cooked to me. You can see that there is no more liquid, a little bit of steam coming out. Cooked perfectly. We could use a little more salt, but we can fix that very easily. All right, I'm going to remove the pan from. Like I said, there is no particular garnish except the fried taro, which I'm going to go and grab it now. That's about the color I'm going to get today on those guys. You can stretch a little bit more by getting more color if you like. Just put it around the dish like that. Oops. Ooh, don't do that at home. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. And it smells delicious. You're going to love this one. You should be able to pull it apart like that. Nice cake in here. Look, and I get the edge of it with a little piece of pineapple. And maybe I'm going to take a little bit more of the, there we go. You can take a little bit of the more cream cheese, put it on the plate. You should enjoy this wonderful meal in here. If you never cooked and if you've never been into the French Polynesian island, I suggest you go and look at it. At least you already know what to order on the menu because you already done the dish, all right? Very good. So I think my time is up for today. I really enjoy sharing all this with you and I hope to see you next week. Until then, bon appetit and drink some wine. Don't forget that. I'm going to drink wine right now. See you next week.